can't say this is Eddie Vedder's fault, can we? The way things have gone to this point.
Well, so far the luck has not been quite the Cubs have wanted, and you got to blame it on somebody. So Eddie, sorry, pal.
Nothing personal. That's fouled past Konerko. No balls and 2 strikes.
We'll get a chance to talk to you after you sing, and then we'll blame everything on you.
And we'll give you equal opportunity to respond. All White Sox, they lead it 12-2. Like Paul Konerko. He jumps on the first pitch and hits a rocket to right. Sammy makes a jumping catch, and that'll retire the side. 12-2 White Sox. It's great to see Eddie Vedder, and he's here to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
And Eddie Vedder.
All right. Let me hear you. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and crack. I don't care if I ever get back from this room for the cutting. Yeah, if they don't win this again. Well, it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Hey ho, let's go! Thank you.
12-2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning after a stirring rendition of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." You can't find a better man than Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam. Great to have you back up here.
Stirring.
There's no doubt about it.
It's been stirring, okay.
Yeah. And how about my partner? I mean, here he is welcoming you back to town, your hometown here in Chicago, to see the Cubs, and he blames this mess on you today.
Well, I know Sean Estes is a big fan, so I hope me and some of the band being here didn't make him nervous.
No, hey, it's great to have you back, and how are things going on tour?
Oh, it's good. You know, I was fighting a bit of a sore throat the other night at United Center, but you know, being out here in the sun and feels like it'll gig us through the next half of the leg.
Well, amazingly, and I know you've probably done this a time or two, but you sounded a whole lot better than Mike Ditka. I don't know what it was, but we're much more melodious, as if you did this for a living.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't take Mike in like Ultimate Fighting or anything like that.
Or Farnsworth.
Or Farnsworth.
Exactly. Now, what was your reaction when you saw him take on Cincinnati yesterday?
Well, to be honest, you were playing the Cincinnati Reds, and my old favorite guy, Jose Cardinal, he's coaching first base, so I was just looking out for Jose, hoping he didn't get hurt in the melee. You know?
No, Jose did a very nice job of staying out of it. Jose and I were teammates right here with the Cubs, and he always did a pretty good job of staying out of the fight. So I think he didn't want any part of that. I can't say as I blame him, because I used to spend my time on the periphery also, saying, go get them, guys. So
Yeah.
let the big guys go and do
Looking
that.
like you're involved.
It's like the hockey fights. You let the big guys go and get them.
Well, here's Sammy Sosa. He's 0 for 2 today. Corey Patterson gets a leadoff walk here in the 7th inning. David Sanders, the new pitcher for the White Sox. And what's it like as a kid who grew up in Evanston, Eddie, to finally see the Cubs and White Sox playing games that mean something?
Yeah, well, I guess I used to just think that it would only be in the World Series that this would happen.
Well, we take that too. That would be okay. And now we'll go out
I
for
hear
a
the
chat.
energy's been so good with the Yankees here last week. That was very exciting. I saw that game on the I think we were traveling through Arizona at the time, and I was so proud of Kerry, and we've got such great ball players on this team right now, really good guys. It feels like a team. So like a band, you know, you got to kind of get along, and I think some of the drama might help the team, you know. Not that I know that much, but
well, we're
good or
hoping
bad.
that that's what happens, because obviously you can go one of two ways when something like that happens, because it is very emotional for the team. Many times it brings you together. I think you have to throw today's game out of there and hope that the Cubs can do a bit better offensively than they've done. But
it's still early though, Ron.
Well,
We've got a couple more innings here.
Few more to go. We're in the 7th. Two ball.
It's all right. I've been called Ron and Dave.
Oh, I just called you Ron.
Two and 0 your count. That's ricocheted off the
I was
lever.
just up with Sano in the other
No,
room.
I have much better hair than he has.
And don't worry about it. When Paul Horning was here, he called him Dave. It's it's just
or Bill.
or Bill.
Hey, speaking of hair, Steve.
Eddie's got his baseball card collection, his famous afro. As Mike Remlinger makes the grab and foul ground on the Sosa drive. This is a very, very good look.
You have a Jose Cardinal autograph card. And Jose was sporting the very good hair in those days.
That's a really good afro.
And of course, another teammate of mine, Oscar Gamble.
Probably the king of the afro then.
He did very well in those days.
The white man's afro, Steve.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
Very nice.
That was the days when I could still grow it. So
this guy kind of beats you out for the white man's afro. He's a basketball player, but
what do we have here? Oh, very nice. Randy Denton. He went on to a special career.
Yes, he did.
Boy, you dug way back for that card.
That's one of those you wish Mom had thrown out. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Sammy Sosa here in our 7th inning. Runner is going, and it's popped back out of play. Where do you and the guys play next, Eddie?
Alpine Valley, unless me and Kerry go out tonight, and then we'll have to reschedule.
Well, we'll keep that under wraps. We don't want to.
No, Kerry's a gentleman. We'll be dignified.
He's quite a guitar player, we understand, too. He travels with an axe from time to time.
I haven't heard that.
That's true. Sammy fouls it back. In fact, I would imagine if Kerry was to go out with you tonight, you could probably get him on stage and have a few licks from him,
All right, I'm going to say Chip told me
He's
so.
up to the challenge. There's no question. What is life like, though, for those of us who work with the Cubs? We're on the road 7-10 days at a time, to and from cities. What do you guys do in your spare time with the band? I mean, you aren't playing concerts each and every night, are you? It falls down the right field line and off the wall for a foul ball.
There's maybe just 1 or 2 nights off a week, and I'm usually just kind of recovering, but I got a notebook and I do some writing and maybe watch a bit of baseball, or every once in a while I got the energy to go out and cause some trouble.
Yeah, I understand perfectly. And how from concept to finish, for you guys to write your album, record your album, get your album out, how long does that process normally take?
The recording can be as short as like a month or 2.
Really? Sammy hits a high fly ball to right. Back is Ordonez, flips down the glasses. He battles the sun. Patterson tags from first. He'll try to make it to second, and he will. So he moves up to take the double play out order. Sammy advances the runner. There is out number 1, however, in the 7th inning.
Eddie, we've seen a lot of groups just go on year after year, seemingly forever, and obviously the Rolling Stones come to mind. But how long do you want to do this? Do you want to continue to travel, which is very difficult? I know you want to continue to write. But if you had your druthers, would this be a lifelong thing, or would you go on to other pursuits?
You know, the traveling is the part that gets a little bit hard, I admit. And I'm thinking of my friend Johnny Ramone, who the Ramones played like 2,300 shows. You know, that's a goal.
Popped up out of play off the bat of Lenny Harris.
The other option is just play shows in Seattle and have people come to Seattle.
Come to see you.
Sure,
Well,
that would work.
I think we would like 162 home games, but unfortunately you got to play 81 on the road, so that's not an option.
You guys have obviously made it to the top of your profession. Who are some of the bands that you all enjoy listening to, and who inspire you guys to put music together?
There's a great band from D.C. called Fugazi. They're probably my all-time favorite, probably the best band on the planet. And then there's a great band from Olympia, Washington called Slater-Kinney. We played some shows with them recently, and they're just tops. 3-piece, amazing band.
Lenny Harris hits that a mile high to second. Graffinino will battle the sun and the wind, and he'll make the 2-handed catch for out number 2. Tom Goodwin's good at bat for Mark Guthrie here in our 7th inning, as Dusty Baker's emptying the bench here at Wrigley Field. You going to be in town for the entire weekend, or are you getting ready to head up north and get ready for the concerts?
Actually, I'm complaining about travel, but we do it pretty good. So we're actually taking plane. You know, we are taking a plane from. We're basing in Chicago for the next week or something. So we'll go play Indiana, come home, and Michigan, and come home, and so I get to stay in Chicago for about a week. Which
Well, that's
is really
not
nice.
too shabby.
Get to see my grandma. And
Oh, wonderful. Family still in town?
yeah, she's doing great.
That's great.
Ideally, during the course of a year, how many days would you like to travel? Because I know what we're forced to travel, and sometimes gets a little tiring.
Well, Jack McDowell, I used to talk about who had the better job, and I think mine came down to being able to make our own schedule.
And that's a huge advantage.
Yeah, and I hate to complain because I'm out here at Wrigley Field, and it's a beautiful day, and I'm up here with you guys, and I'm really happy and humbled to be invited. Thanks.
Well, Eddie, as always, the pleasure's ours. Keep up the great work. The music's awesome. The guitar licks are awfully tough to learn. I'm doing my best, but you and the guys from Seattle do just a great job. We enjoy listening to you, and have a great concert tour the rest of the way. And anytime you want to come back, please grace us with your presence.
I
It's
might
a
see
trip.
you before the end of the year if you don't mind.
We love it.
I won't just show up for the playoffs.
And certainly in the postseason would be nice.
There's no question. No question. Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam, great to see you. Thanks for being here. And good luck to the family and to the band. A base hit up the middle by Tom Goodwin. Here comes Corey around third. The White Sox will concede that run, and the Cubs have it under double digits. It's a 12-3 game here in our 7th inning.